Welcome back. My name is Dave, and this is Mckerrow Siding, my N-scale layout. Today we're going to work on the platform for the station. I'm going to use a product I've never used before, and we'll see how it goes. Um, there's still little bits and pieces to do on the station. I got from Osborne Models. There we go. I'll turn it around this way. You can see it. Is that in focus on 6? Three is flashing. Where the heck is 6? Let me just, sorry, folks, just let me, we'll go back. Okay, chink. Preview 6. And zoom in. And I'm going to, maybe I'll shut this one off. That doesn't help. Okay, anyway. What I have is from Osborne Models is a semaphore. I noticed from the photographs of the Mckerrow station that it had a semaphore mounted to its roof. So this is just a tiny little kit, but this is going to be, I'm going to have to build this, and then I'm going to stick it right here on the station, make it just a little bit more like the station was. So it was very inexpensive. It was $8 and then $4 shipping. So it was, like I say, not expensive. I guess I could have probably 3D designed it and printed it, but I decided not to. So because I knew that Osborne made them, and I wanted to just build one instead of taking an hour or so in CAD drawing it up. So what are we going to be using? We're going to be using this AK Terrain Concrete. It's for their dioramas, and it's a paste. So what we're going to do is we're going to spread it over the entire platform. So, already got some down here, so I can just now you can thin it. It's fairly thin. I was going to use another product from Liquitex, but it doesn't go on as thickly as this does, and so you can see it covers very well. I'm just using cheap dollar store palette knives here. Nothing fancy. Oops. There we go. And I'm assuming I'll be able to sand it if I won't need to. Now, although it says concrete, I'm not really thrilled with the actual color of this stuff. So I am going to be painting it. I'm going to be painting it with some Mission Models paint. I've got dark concrete color that I'm going to put on top. I'm going to spray with the airbrush. The base for the platform is 2 pieces of MDF. Well, actually 1 piece of MDF cut twice. I ordered a size that I don't normally get, and it was 12 by 15, I think. Anyway, it's really nice stuff. Really nice stuff. Cuts beautifully. Sands. So gotta be careful. We got magnets here, and the palette knife is steel, so it's gonna get stuck to the. I want to get it as smooth as possible. And then once this is dry, I'm going to come along and do the sides as well. Just like that. Now the other things I have to put this on are these little ramps. Now let's see, where can we can put them. So these are 3D printed ramps, and they're going to go, one is going to go right in here in this corner. One is going to go at the end of this platform, and one is going to go at the other end. And there won't be one off the back. There might be one off the back, but I've got enough that I don't have to worry about that. So all I'm going to do here I say as I turn around, I can't find what I'm looking for. Hang on, did I actually put those away? Okay, I'll do it without. I'll do it with tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I have double-sided tape for the description of the tape said that it was to be used in woodworking. So oops, I'm sending things all over the place here. You would think I could find things on this desk, but I can't. There we go. This is why I have knives spread all over the basement. So what I'm going to do is put a piece of tape down. I'm going to pick at the corner here and get the come on, you beast. I can't believe this. This is. Come on, come on. I really like this tape, but it's it can be a bear to work with. I think I got it now. That's good enough for what we need. So now I'm just going to take the little ramps and put them on the tape so they don't move around while I am putting the concrete texture on them. So, all right, let's get out of here. So just a little bit of concrete paste. And I have a piece of parchment paper here on the desktop, the workbench that I'm using just to, so I don't get okay. Reasonable cleanup here. It looks like it dries fairly quickly. It's dry on the oh, it's almost dry on the palette knife here. All right, we're going to let that set up, and we'll come back in a little while and maybe do the edges then. I can see that I can do some of the edging now from the little bit of spillover that I've had. So like I say, we'll take a break and let this dry, and then do the edges. So we're back, and I've done the edges. I didn't think it was necessary to show you me putting more of the gravel texture on it. I've sanded it, and now I'm going to paint it. And then after the paint is dry, we're going to put the station on here. I've got to drill some holes in here, and we're going to put some let me just get here, and I'm going to just zoom in so you can see them, but I'm going to put some lights on the platform. I've ordered others to go on the station itself, but these are the ones that I have that I'm going to use for the platform. So sorry, I'll get my drill out of the way. I had already practiced drilling holes this morning, so I'm just going to put it over here on my little shelf that keeps things. So put that out of the way. So what I've got here is mission models. It is a it can be sprayed directly from your airbrush. You don't need to thin it. And I believe, Yes, it's a permanent water-based paint. So, I'm going to grab my airbrush, and we will go ahead and paint these. And I need my piece of cardboard to test. I always test. There we go. Make sure. So, here we go. Now you may be noticing that there's some texture in the ground, in the concrete. I just left that in and I sanded it so that there wasn't any big bumps sticking up that would Alright, make sure we got the edges here. Turn this. Now I'm going to we're out of paint. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my drawing system, and we'll turn the video off, and I will get this dry, and I guess I might as well show you how I do this. So I made a let's go to one. Made a box. It's got a space for a shelf in it, and it sits so that it is over top of the object that needs to be dried. And then I've got a little heater. I've been using this for years, and it works really nicely. And then all I do is, of course, turn it on. And I've got it set for as fast and as hot as it can go. And that's exactly how I dry things. So, we'll call it quits for a couple of minutes. And when we come back, we'll do some drilling. Okay, so we're back, and it's dry. My little drying box did the job. So now it's time to install the lights and install the station. So I've got it up on the on 3. Let me go to 7 for you. 7. I've got it up on 1, 2, 3 blocks because these things stick further than the lights stick further than the excuse me, further than the thickness of the platform. And on the station, there's a oh, sorry, I'm not holding it where you can see it. Like that. You can see that there's wires coming down. So I have to make a mark on the platform. And then I'm going to have one light here and one light near the end here. So I'm going to drill the holes for the lights first, because I already have the drill in the drill bit in the drill. So I'm going to get the station out of the way, and then again here as well. And now I'll switch over to the bigger drill bit. I really like these DeWalt cordless tools. They're fantastic. And we'll clean up. I'll just grab a little bit of sandpaper here. And just clean up. I'm not going to sand here because obviously it changes the color of the cement. It starts to sand off the paint, so we're not going to do that. So let's get started on putting in the lights. So, some super glue, toothpick, and so the holes had to be larger on the for these lights, because they both have resistors permanently attached to them. So I'm going to feed the wires through. There's the red one, and the white one. And now carefully feed the resistor through the hole that you just drilled. And now I'm just putting a little bit of super glue on Post-it notes, what I usually do. And I'm going to grab the light, and I'm going to put super glue at its base. Now, and now the same on the second one. Feed it through again. Pull the white one tight, and in it goes. So the same deal again. Super glue, and I'm going to put it on the base of the lamp here, and then we're going to pull it through. sure that it's facing the right way. A little spritz of accelerator, and those two are installed. So now for the station. So I'm not going to glue the station down right away because there's more lights to go on it. I want to put lights on the, sorry, I'll turn the station the other way so you can see it. I want to put lights underneath the eaves here. So if I do that, I'm going to have to be able to take the station off. But I'm going to show you what it's going to look like with the station in place. Now these, the station lights that have already been extended with 30 gauge wire. I'm going to have to extend the lamps with some wire as well, but I can do that later. So now I'm just feeding the station through, and it's going to sit like that on there. I wanted to just show you that. Now let me see. I've got to remember on this camera how to zoom. And you can see that there's a signals on the building, just like the one in Mckerrow used to have. So I installed those just a few minutes ago. And they are Osborne models. So I'm going to see if I could turn the station so you can see it face on. So as I say, there's still lights to be installed, but we are getting very, very close to being finished. I thought we might be finished today, but I'm still waiting on those lights from Amazon, so it's hard to, but you can see how this is going to look. All right. So that's it for today. I want to thank you for watching. Please like, comments help the channel, and so do liking. And it would be nice if we had more of those, as well as subscribing. I would love to, at some point in 2026, hit 1,000 subscribers. So, as always, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and I'll see you next week with a new video.